I'm so happy you're here. How's everyone doing? I hope you're doing well. It is the Saturday before Christmas, and surprisingly, I'm feeling pretty good. I just washed all of my cups because I needed the space in the sink. Tucker desperately needs a bath. Earlier this week, I tried curling the ends of my hair, which, by the way, braids update. I am loving them so much. I haven't really gone in depth on really why I didn't really get them growing up, but like my first two experiences getting them as an adult were awful. I don't think I left either of those sets of braids in my hair longer than 10 days because my head was itching so bad. First time my head was itching really bad and it was tight, and then the second time it was extremely tight and my head was like on fire. It was itching so bad. I learned that you can soak the bundles of hair in apple cider vinegar and water, and that will strip the hair, like the bundles of hair, of its like synthetic fibers. So that has helped immensely. And then the braider that I go to, she's very gentle, and while it was tight for those first few hours after I got it done, it was nowhere near as tight as those first few times I got it done. I literally couldn't even like lift up my hair. It was so bad. Anyways, overall, this has been a way better experience, and I'm already like, what can I do next time? My sister-in-law gets married early next year, and so I'm considering doing some goddess braids. I don't know. I've heard that they can be a bit high maintenance, so that might be a little scary, but I feel like it'll be worth it because the goddess braids are so freaking stunning. Back to my whole point is that I am going to curl the ends of my hair. Earlier this week on my Instagram stories, I posted that I slept with the flexi rods in my hair overnight, and that did not work. Turns out, because how to set the hair after you get it done braided, she dips it in boiling hot water. And so like, why didn't I think of that? But the girlies over on Bookstagram helped me out, and I'm gonna do that. Boil some hot water, put the flexi rods on, dip it in there, and then just wait for them to dry and see the results. And then I also really need to wrap some presents. I see my sister and her girlfriend tomorrow, which I miss them so freaking bad. It's been forever since I've seen them, and I'm really excited to see them. So I need to wrap their gifts, and then everyone else's gifts who I'll be seeing on Christmas Day. I need to wrap their gifts as well. And in addition to that, I have started reading Heated Rivalry. Oh my gosh. Normally I am not one to pick up a book, especially when it's trending and super hyped, because I get scared of popular books. But I know Heated Rivalry has been out for years now. I'll have to check the actual pub date, but it's also been on my TBR for forever. And so now that everybody and their mom's fucking reading it, I'm like, yeah, I need to hop on that. In addition to the show, everybody is dying over the show. So for once, I decided to just hop on the bandwagon, and I'm having a damn good time. I'm a little over halfway through the book, and I am obsessed with Shane and Ilya. Everybody keeps telling me like, yeah, you need to watch the show, you need to watch the show. And I'm like, okay, but you don't understand. You don't understand. Back before I started reading, I would only watch, like my thing was watching TV shows. I would binge TV shows, and I used to get so freaking obsessed with the characters and like so emotionally attached. I fear what is to come once I not only finish Heated Rivalry and have all of the context with like their inner dialogue and their emotions, but then once I finally match that up with the show, like I don't know what it's gonna do to me, but I'm scared. But I'm also really excited. So the plan is to finish the book, hopefully within the next few days, so that then I can start the show on Christmas Eve, because then I think the season finale comes out 2 days after that. That is the plan. Let me know in the comments if you have been watching or reading Heated Rivalry as well. Let me know if you've read the whole series. That's like a whole other thing, but right now I'm on Heated Rivalry. This is Tucker before his bath. He's about to hate me so bad. is Tucker after his bath. He looks like a little rat, but he's all fresh and clean. He's gonna smell like oatmeal. He hates me and he's shivering, poor guy. If the fact that we can bathe him in our sink doesn't tell you how small he is, then I don't know what else will. Him just a 5-pound little guy. Oh my gosh, can you hear him shivering? Let the zoomies begin. Oh my goodness, Pumpkin. I have watched 1 or 2 tutorials on TikTok. Most of the videos I've watched, they've curled like their whole head, but I am just gonna do the ends. So I'm thinking I have this Lotta Body mousse, but I think I'm gonna use the Dew because she's got like some stronghold. Or maybe I'll use the honey one because she's like super stronghold. Yeah. So I'm gonna do a little bit of the mousse and then I am going to boil the water, dip them in, and go from there. Is that too much? Probably too much. It's fine. Am I doing this right? I don't know. We're just gonna hope for the best. Oh, what do I do? What do I do? Pause. I went ahead and put mousse all the way through, and I'm just gonna see if I can braid these, and then I'll put the flexi rod on at the end. Hopefully I don't burn my ear off whenever I dip these into the water. It's a little bit pulling on my fucking hair. Ugh. Hey, sugar? Can you do me a favor?
What?
Can you boil some water for me?
Like a lot?
Yeah, in one of the big pots.
A big pot?
Yes.
Like a Fortnite?
What?
You ever heard of a big pot?
A big pot?
Yeah.
No. Should I have?
You got your minis, you got your big pots.
Oh, on the game.
Yeah.
Yes. You told me before. We're just gonna pretend I didn't do any of that just now because after talking to Naja, she's thinking that since these are so loose that they might not hold up through tomorrow. So I'm gonna try to do it again. I'm gonna do more than 4 sections and try to get the braids tighter and hopefully get the wrap around the flexi rod tighter as well. For the water to boil again. Hopefully they turn out better and tighter this time. I kind of tried to do like a twisting method. I don't fucking know, but I can't help but feel a little bit dumb, incompetent, other not great words when it comes to my hair, especially protective styles. But I am grateful for the women that I have in my life now that are helping me get through it and learn and figure this out. And yeah, so hopefully I'll be back with better results. I ran out of flexi rods, so I'm just gonna do this one after these dry a little bit. These are the final results. First time I did it, I didn't twist the hair as I was wrapping it around the flexi rods. So I think that made a huge difference. And then I dipped them as soon as they got to a boil. So there was only like a little bit of bubbles in the water, if that makes sense. But this time I waited till it was boiling, before I dipped them. And then I also did much smaller sections, which I think helped. But overall, I'm super happy with how they turned out, and they make such a crazy difference than like just having the ends completely straight. So yeah, shout out to Naja for walking me through it because I love how it turned out. Let me flip that. Let's cut off a little bit more.
Use your left hand to clean.
This tape is ass. See, I have too much on the side. Yikes. Fuck. Pause. No. Honestly, it's just gonna have to work. Yay. Yay. Here's my first one. Not amazing, but I mean, it's honest work. I'm crying. Jesus, this tape is horrible. Fucking Martha Stewart. Today's the day. Finally get to see my sister and her girlfriend. We are gonna meet up at a coffee shop and then go sip on our coffee and chat a little bit at a park. And then right after that, we have a reservation to go to this pizza place / wine place and then just hang out and vibe and have a good time. So I'm excited. Before we go, I figured I could do a little reading update because I did finally get to read a bit of Heated Rivalry yesterday after I finished wrapping all those presents, which that was exhausting. It took me almost 2 hours. Once I finally got the hang of it, I actually was enjoying it, but Bitch, my back was hurting by the end. But it was nice because I did watch Abbott Elementary while I was wrapping them, and I've been meaning to get caught up on Abbott for so long. It's just so cozy and funny and feel good and real, and I love it. For the reading update, I'm obsessed with Shane and Ilya. I am officially at part 4, around 70%. Some of these thoughts might contain spoilers, so please skip ahead. I want to be the last person to ever spoil something for someone that doesn't want to be spoiled. I just got to the part where they saw Scott, and I think it's Kip, but they saw Scott kissing a man after he won the Stanley Cup, and Shane and Ilya were like, oh my God, are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? And then Ilya calls Shane, and he's like, I'm coming to the cottage. Oh my God, bitch. I am dying. I am dying. I'm still undetermined on whether or not I'm going to go back to book 1, which is Game Changer, or if I'm going to be a criminal and skip all the way to the long game. But the problem is that I have so many other books that I want to read. I'm currently reading As Long as the Lemon Trees Grow as well, and that book is so heavy and so sad. I've only read like 5 chapters, I think. It's a little bit harder for me to pick it up right now because I'm so into romantic, emo, spicy books at the minute, and Lemon Trees Grow is the literally opposite of that. So I don't know. We're going to figure it out. That's the reading update. Now let's go meet up with my sister.
I'm sure it kind of cuts her.
Here comes the zoodoo zoodoo. Here comes the
She gonna cut us out.
I think I was covering the microphone in the outro that I did for that day. I was trying to tell y'all that the service at DeLuca's was horrible and we will not be going back. It was so bad that Ellie literally left a review, which is crazy.
I don't do reviews, but that was so ridiculous. I'm so sick of them. I'm gonna write my first review ever.
Whenever we walked in, it took them like 5 minutes to even greet us, and I had a reservation. Like, my sister had to walk into the restaurant, make eye contact with someone, and then they came and sat us down. Then it took them forever to get our drinks and all the things. And it's not like they were short-staffed, and it's not like it was packed either. Like, there was maybe 3 or 4 other tables in there by the time we sat down. We even noticed that another table had to get up and go ask their server to bring them more water. They also had to get up and ask them to bring their check. You can kind of tell when a table is starting to be done with their food, and they just left our plates there. Like, they wouldn't come and take our plates and clear anything off. We were sitting there for so long that I had to catch one of the food runners and say, hey, like, can we get our ticket? It wasn't great, and the food was not good enough for the price, in my opinion. And then to top it off with bad service is like, yeah, no. But we still had a great day together, and that's all that matters. Today is Christmas Eve, and the only plans I have today are to binge Heated Rivalry and rot. I finished the book a couple of days ago, and my heart. I literally was crying my fucking eyes out. Shane and Ilya are just everything. They deserve the world, and they deserve to be happy, and they deserve to be fully seen and known proudly. I rated the book 5 stars. I mean, any book that gets me so emotionally attached to characters and literally brings me to tears is worthy of a fucking 5-star rating. Like, Rachel Reed put crack in that book, and I love her. I was going to try to read book 5, which is Role Model, because I think it's on the same timeline as book 6, which is the long game and the continuation of Shane and Ilya's story. But I read the sample and I only got like 2 pages in and I just couldn't stop thinking about Shane and Ilya. So I went ahead and jumped to the long game. Right now I am on chapter 5 and I've already been giggling and kicking my feet. I'm so happy that we get more of Shane and Ilya, and I just can't wait for them to really have their big happily ever after. I definitely feel like if you are someone who has only watched the show, I highly recommend going back and reading the book because the book is just so good. So I've heard that the show does it a lot of justice, which makes me excited. So yeah, we're gonna see. I'm about to go make some hot cocoa, snuggle up on the couch, and click play on Heated Rivalry. Just finished episode 1 and first thoughts, that man has a BBL. Ilya Rozanov definitely has a BBL. No, I'm kidding, but like, wow. I'm already sad. The longing on their sweet little faces is just like, my heart. I'm trying to keep in mind that I still have like 4 episodes to go before the finale. And then I'm also reading the long game, and so it's not like I'm never gonna get more of Shane and Ilya. Like, it's not like my time is gonna be over in 2 seconds, although it feels like it will be, because I fear no time will be enough time. But I also know that they got renewed for season 2, which is amazing, best news ever. I'm probably gonna just finish binging it the rest of the day because I love them. I might have to take a small break in between and like read a little bit of the long game so I can stretch the episodes out a little bit, since the finale doesn't come out until Friday at like midnight or something. So we shall see. But first impressions, I'm loving it so far and I don't want it to end. I had a really good day today, a really good Christmas, and I am so grateful. I do plan to do a Christmas haul of all of the things that I so graciously received today. But first, it's time to catch up with Shane and Ilya. It is officially finale night, and I'm honestly so glad that I waited to start the show to when like all of the episodes basically were out so that I could binge them, because I wouldn't have been strong enough to have to wait every single week for a new episode. Still need to watch episode 5, so that's what I'm going to do right now. The episode airs at 11 and it is currently like 9:30, so if I finish episode 5 right now, then I won't have to wait too long before the finale airs. So let's fucking do it. Would any of you be interested in my Christmas haul? If so, just wait a minute, because I have to say, it's been 2 days since I've watched the season finale of Heated Rivalry, and I fear I will never recover. I immediately wanted to go back to the cottage as soon as those end credits rolled. I needed about 56 more hours, and maybe, just maybe, I would have been satiated. No, but I think Jacob Tierney did a phenomenal job with this first season, and I'm already itching to see what he does and what they come up with for season 2. I'm curious to know if it's going to incorporate some of the plot from book 5, or if it's only going to be the plot from book 6, because you know in season 1 there's a whole episode dedicated to book 1 because it fits in Shane and Ilya's timeline. But whatever they come up with, know that my ass will be seated. I'm still currently reading The Long Game. I am on chapter 27, I think, which is about 65% through. This one is hitting. I feel like it's so much more like romantic, and it's also way more deep. In Heated Rivalry, we got more of Shane's point of view and the things that he was going through, and now in The Long Game, a lot of the focus is on Ilya and what he's going through. Just can't get over her writing. Every time I open the book, I'm just captivated and I'm like fully immersed into the story, into this world. I also think having the show and being able to put faces and voices to Shane and Ilya and all of the other characters amplifies it so much more. And I'm happy that I decided to jump on the bandwagon because I'm ending my year on such a high note. That being said though, I have like a little bit of sadness in me because I'm like, wow, these characters aren't real. I can't even watch edits without fucking crying. So I won't be going down any rabbit holes on TikTok. I just ask my friends to send me edits whenever I want to watch them because my heart can't take it. My heart can't take it. I literally keep waking up from dreams about Shane and Ilya. Like, this shit is serious. Like, it's really serious. As far as The Long Game goes, I'm stuck between wanting to race to the end to see their happily ever after, but also wanting to savor every moment. I don't know. I might end up finishing the book today. We shall see. But either way, make sure you're following me on Storygraph or Instagram or both, because that's where I'll post my final thoughts. Everything I received for Christmas this year is absolutely incredible and I'm so grateful. So let me show you what I got. Last and most definitely not the least, my mother-in-law surprised us with a trip to freaking Disney World next year. I am absolutely shocked. She also got us a $25 Disney gift card, and all we have to do is pay for plane tickets to get there. I am absolutely still shocked and cannot believe it. We've been talking about all going to Disney together for so long. I think it's gonna be so much fun, especially because we'll get to see it through like the baby's eyes, my niece and nephew. It's hilarious because back in November, she had sent our matching Christmas pajamas, the Mickey Mouse Christmas pajamas to us. I was like, oh, does this mean we're getting a trip to Disney World? She was like, ha, I wish. And fast forward to Christmas Day, my niece had opened a gift and it was like Mickey ears. And I was like, very interesting. A little bit of time passed and she was like, okay, I have one more gift for y'all. She gave us these little bags and I was like, maybe these are the tickets to Disney World. And what the fuck do you know? We open it and that's literally what it is. My cheeks hurt from smiling and talking about it again. Last time I went, I think I was like a year old. So I feel like it doesn't count because I do not remember it. I have been to Universal Studios and loved that, but I feel like Disney is like a completely different experience. So I'm really excited to go with all of them. So the countdown to December 2026 is on. That's all I have for today's vlog. Thank you so much for spending Christmas with me. I hope you had a lovely holiday, a lovely week. If you enjoyed watching, please let me know down below, leave a like, and please subscribe. I hope to see you next year in my next video. Love you, bye!